Hey, Rents. As you know, I'm traveling the Underdark trying to find any information I can on the murder of my mentor, Sage Minoru. I don't know when I'll be able to send this to you, but I just want to keep you updated. And yes, like always, I'll include a few gold. I found myself with a hodgepodge group, but they seem mostly okay. We've been fighting non-stop. I haven't been through anything like this before. We've been trying to find some missing members of the Xantarum. Did I tell you last letter that I now work for them? Made some good money and hope to make more to send back to you. We fought something I later learned was a zombified displacer beast. There's this pale lady, Ophelia, who said her mom used to raise these beasts. She said this one wasn't acting right, and we should see it covered in the mushroom type thing. I don't know what's going on around here. There's this one guy, Nazis, that kind of looks like me, but is blue. He skinned the beast to sell the pelt. It smelled so bad. I just kept trying to get it clean. Nothing seemed to help. It smelled so bad. Luckily, I don't have to carry it, but if I have to be close to it for long, I am totally going to put some of my perfume on it. This little guy, kind of weird voice. Horik? He tried to get some of the blood, but it just turned to dust or something. The big lady, Vic. Don't ask me to spell her full name. She took off these big tentacles from the beast, saying she can do something with them. I tried to get my familiar, but you know what? I forgot to buy incense. Need to get that next time. Can't wait to get my little bat friend. What should I name it? Then there's some veggie pygmies and zombies like real zombies. They don't like my firebolt. It was something else to see them go up in flames. We followed some footsteps, but kept seeing more mushrooms and maybe mold? And see a chest covered in the mushrooms? I tried to use one of my new spells, Mage Hand, but man, that didn't work out how it should have. There's a big puff of yellow smoke poured out and seemed to hurt some of the people. But this big dragonborn, Doug, he ended up opening the chest. He seems better with the poison compared to the others. There are some cool looking mushrooms and a mushroom mace in it. I'm gonna try and identify it next time I have a chance. Then we see what maybe guys were looking for, but it's so hard to tell in here. There's a pool with water and two of them just begging to be put out of their mercy. I looked away when Doug walked up to them. I didn't look back. We looked and fought our way around. After a while, we found some of the Xantara members that we're looking for, but they're all dead. We were able to get some patches from them, so at least we were able to let the group know that they passed. As we're trying to find more members, we come across this huge, and I mean giant mushroom with some guards. I think they're myconids or something. I was impressed by this little guy, Horik. He held the line for a while with his quarterstaff. Because the pale lady Ophelia, she went down, but Vic and Horik got her back up on her feet again. This giant one, as it was dying, said something about must reach the Zygomite, much reach the Great Mother or something. I was a little far right around the corner a little bit, so I could have got some of that wrong. There's something bigger than that. I sure hope I don't get to meet it. It came to a dead end, turned back, and this one big mushroom kept having these little, like, bad fairy babies. We had a hard time with this group. It was a really trial of follies. But we found some cool things at the end, some gems, a cloak, a cookbook. Next thing I know, Tug steps where he shouldn't have. Off to another fight.
Alright, thank you for the recap. As our next recap, foretelling our next story, shall be Doug. Got that, Doug?
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna do this is a Russian accent.
Da.
Da.
Ah,
Alright, we'll jump back into the encounter that we're gonna actually have here. That Doug said he didn't start, but he did move there. But we'll just say it happens either way.
I think I was there when they started.
Alright, gotta get the creatures.
And what do these things look like that came out
They
to
look like,
attack us?
from your perspective, one looks like vines, and the other one looks kind of like thorns, kind of like plant-like creatures. they're sentient, but they look like they are covered in like roots that have been gnarled over time. Like the roots have been drained, as they are kind of brittle to the touch, but very sharp and spiky.
Okay, so other than not dying, do we have a plan for this?
Not dying.
Not dying.
Yeah, you mentioned the plant. Yeah.
Majestic. I'm going to run to the... No.
I so get it. It's like realizing that there is fog surrounding you, and now you're trying to figure out how do I get out of it, and it's just, baby steps.
We're getting some background noise from you, right?
Sorry, my phone was.
We got some fog coming around us. What's going on?
Yeah, sorry.
That's whatever was happening in the
It
background.
won't.
Get yourself out of there,
It
and
won't.
you will.
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh my god. Stupid. Sorry.
You are fine. I'm going to try to make some oil, and then if someone wants to grab it off my hands and throw it, that's great. So for my action, I'll do...
You just bring out your kit. You like just. I can watch like a backpack come out and just like begin to tinker.
Much. I'm doing magical tinkering and just getting a vial of oil. It's like, go! That is the action. I haven't taken a long rest, so I don't have my alchemy kit. So that is gonna be it.
Alright, Isa.
Okay, so I can see some guys approaching over here, correct?
They're there.
Yippers.
Yeah. They're just. We're waiting.
They look mean.
Well, fire seems to be doing well against these guys, that I'm gonna go ahead and do my firebolt at the guy closest to Doug on the bridge.
Okay. That's a hit.
23
Uh-huh.
for 3 fire damage. And where did we come from? To the north here? Or...
South.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. We're back up 10 feet. There we go.
As it impacts it, yeah. But not doing double damage or anything like that.
What are they called again?
What?
That we're fighting?
The one you just hit is it's called a Razor Vine Blight. Razor Vine Blight.
Thank you.
You see Ophelia points her broom at these roots right here and casts bonfire right in front of them.
Okay.
It doesn't hit anybody yet.
It avoids it.
No, I put it right here. He doesn't need to.
Oh, it's right there.
make
Oh, in
it-
front of it.
Yeah, it's right in front.
Oh,
Yeah, in front of it. So like, if they get any closer, they have to pass
All right,
it.
all right. Well, let me put a little grid thingy there so I know there's something there.
Yeah, right there.
Very
Somewhere
smart.
around there. And then, but that's the end of my turn.
All right. As the creature looks at it, kind of like confused a little bit. As it will walk through it.
DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Doesn't seem to bother it.
Is it half or no? I think it's no. I think
It's a
it's
hit or
suck.
suck. It's a cantrip.
It's nothing.
Cantrip.
Can't trip.
Into level 3 for me.
Alright, it's going to make 2 claw attacks on Doug. 22 and 22.
Jesus.
Both hit.
For 8
I think
slashing.
you can turn in my square.
And for 3. So it'd be a crit actually, my apology, because if you're missing HP, it does advantage automatically. So that'd be 14 damage total to you, Doug. Vic. You there, Vic?
Yep, I moved in behind Doug, and I am going to toll the dead in this guy. Has he been hit before?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
It looks like it.
Yeah, fire guy. Yeah,
Hey.
damn.
Jesus, these saving throws.
Right and everything. Okay, that was a move and a spell. I'm done.
Do you have a micro that's helping you?
Doug is looking rough. Let's see. I am going to use my action to disengage. Move back a bit. Where did Horic go?
I think I am underneath Ophelia.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you're outrunning your coverage here, man. I'm the healer. Where you going?
I mean, I am small.
Oh,
so-
did I step on you? I'm so sorry. Oh no, never mind.
Wow.
I've got 1 HP. I can't.
Oh my god, no, please stand back.
Yeah, let me see if there's anything else I can do. No, that's about it. Just gonna move back a bit.
Okay.
Nice, just get in there and kind of smack your butt as you run by.
I'm too far away from you for you to do
I
that.
know, but mentally I would have.
I'm not looking too hot either. But let's see, that's 5, 10. I am going to pull out my longbow. I think I'm far enough away to use that, right?
You just need to be 1 square away. Sure.
Okay. And I will take aim at this duty right here. And let's see if I hit it. This is 16 hit.
To hit, sorry, I was muted.
Oh, that's okay. And that is my turn.
Alright, little needler guy will begin to make his accord as he will stop seeing this little fire thing there, as he will begin to release kind of needles off of his body and fire one shot at Vic. With a range attack. 11 misses.
Miss.
So it kind of presses into your shield. You can see a little needle there driving deep, as it would do quite a significant amount of damage if it did hit flesh. As the Razor Blade will start climbing onto the walls. As it begins to climb It gets right here, ignoring the fire.
It climbs.
As it begins to release out of its core, you begin to watch vines begin to unravel off its body as it begins to use life-drinking vines. Anybody in 10 feet radius of it has to make me a dexterity save. So you three. DC is a 12. Half as much on a success. As you take 13 slashing, half as much to 6.
Jeez.
As you begin to watch the creature heal itself, but it's already full HP. Alright, Warwick.
Could I throw the vial of oil on top, like have it just explode essentially on top of that bonfire?
It's up to you.
So
How much does your character know about physics?
I mean, he's smart for Kobold standards. I am an expert in blowing things up, contraption-wise.
You can roll me an insight check.
Sorry?
You can roll me an insight check to see if it would work.
11 is not great.
Normally it would work in most senses of fire, but the fire that he conjured is magical fire. It wouldn't explode the same way.
Okay.
It would need to be an actual like torch or something to ignite.
Okay, so it would have to be actual fire, not magical fire. Got it.
You could have it set on fire on somebody if they were like the spell like sets them on fire, then yeah. But this is just a conjuration of magic of a little torch that's kind of erupting fire out of the ground. It won't actually implode it.
Okay. Change of plans then.
It would be more different the other way around if you applied the oil and then someone else ignited it with a firebolt or something.
I'm right behind.
Ignite, but it wouldn't ignite from a magical campfire.
So, follow-up question: if I throw it not at the bonfire itself, but just essentially at the wall, so it would spray at least one creature, would that work? And then someone would
do you
be
want to
able
hit
to
the
set.
creature, or do you want to hit the wall? Because if you hit the wall, that could set everything on fire, including your area as well. It could spread. So it depends how you want to play it. You are in a fungal forest, just FYI.
Yeah. I guess I just assumed the. No, never mind. I miscalculated.
Like, I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to burn that kind of corridors into, like, have them there and burn.
Yeah, like I at least wanted so like the other one, ideally can't also slither his way up like this one did.
Well, there are two different kind of classes. Some have climbing speed, some doesn't.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna throw the oil. I guess at this one, and then just hope for the best.
Alright, roll me an attack roll. If you have an improvised weapon attack roll, or roll me a d20 plus your strength.
I mean, this -1.
11.
10.
Oh, okay, 10. It misses. As it flies over past and kind of collides into the campfire instead. As you watch it explode a little bit, but enough like to kind of ignite the flames again, but not to singe anything.
I am going to move back because I am very hurt. Back next to
As
Nasus.
you do that, the thing has reach as it tries to claw you.
Of course. That's a hit.
Did I shield intervene?
Yeah, you can try to reduce the damage. It does 0 damage. As you watch him kind of block it as it scrapes across his shield.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead, Ethan.
Okay, so I saw him attempt to throw the oil. Did I see anything get oily?
The campfire did in the back.
Firing fire doesn't sound like a good idea.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna try something that hopefully helps everybody. I'm gonna try fairy fire and position it over kind of like the campsite or the camp bonfire, so it gets everybody I can see.
Okay, like that.
Yeah, not Vic. Yeah.
Okay. Dexterity save. 20.
What?
11. 3.
Okay. Well, 2 of them fail. It's 14, I believe.
Alright, 2 are lit up. Because you're concentrating on that spell.
And I kind of go back the way we had came, and like, guys, we should try and get out of here. And this is the way we came from, right? In the north? Or was there...
We came from the south.
Okay, then I would be trying to...
If I remember correctly, I think we came in on this side. I
Yeah.
don't know if we cleared that way.
I don't think we cleared down south. I think we came from over here, like you said.
Okay, so I had been there. I remember because I wasn't away for a week. And I start working my way kind of that direction a little.
Okay. Ophelia.
I'm gonna shillelagh a guy in front of me.
That is not a guy, that is your
Nick.
ally.
Oh, I thought this was somebody.
Warp got to her brain.
Stuff. Two of them. I'll cast a Cure Wounds on
Doggy boy.
Doug. 11 hit points back. And back up. 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. Could be right here.
As this creature is lit up, as it's begin to move its way out, as it begins to circumvent the situation, seeing Vic kind of handling the damage, as it begins to kind of go around Vic and going for Doug. (15 and 18).
Both hit.
10 damage. So slices it into you.
Action economy sucks for us.
Yeah.
Okay, Vic is going to drop her whip, grab her mace, and she is going to pivot and attack this guy.
Alright, you have advantage. Crit!
Oh.
As you whip it good.
No, it's a mace, so I smack it hard.
Oh, I thought you were getting the whip.
I dropped the whip to grab the mace.
Is that with the? Did you do crit damage or did you just do normal
It already
damage?
did it and multiplied it. It's a double d6.
Do you
I
not have
rolled
any?
really
Yeah.
crap. No,
Do you not have any strength modifier on that?
no, I did.
Yeah, something's off there.
I didn't roll crit damage.
I did. It's
It did. You just rolled
3
really
plus
bad.
2 is 5 plus strength is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it already added it. It's just
We
you
do,
rolled,
yeah, I
you
rolled shitty.
Oh, okay.
That's the new way now.
The strength wasn't in that initially yet.
Yeah, the strength doesn't show in the calculation for damage for
No,
some
you
reason.
gotta look at the detailed breakdowns.
Oh,
Okay, well, that was my attack.
Alright. It's Doug.
get angry.
I don't think he has rages.
I can't get angry anymore,
I'm going to therapy.
but I will take a swing on it.
You have advantage, don't forget.
17 to hit.
You have advantage, try for a crit.
Yeah, try for it.
Alright, 17's hit. So you cleave it.
Jesus.
It's still
A 1?
Shing.
Come on. Alright, turn.
Alright, Nazes, you gotta show him up.
All right. I'm going to take aim at the one in front of Doug. Here we go.
Here we go. 16 again.
And then I'm going to
Another
scooch
one.
my
Which one are you
way.
attacking on? This one?
This one.
Alright, it withers and dies.
Okay. I'm going to scooch my way towards Ophelia.
This one is not hurt, but it's moving throughout the area as it eventually gets towards Vic, as it will claw you. 18 to hit.
That's my AC, it hits.
Take 5 damage as it pierces your armor, kind of getting in between the cracks of your plate armor. As the creature begins to crawl onto the walls. As it will separate its attack, so it'll do 1 attack on Vic and 1 attack on Doug. First one's on Vic. 12 is a miss. Second one, 14 is a miss on Doug.
Nope, that's a hit.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Shield intercept.
Alright. Roll me the reduce. You take 0 damage as he blocks it again. Vic MVP here. MVP Vic.
Ooh, I knew that one dip into fighter might be good.
Oric.
Gotta hit that up. What is the range on the cantrip? Touch. I don't want to get in there. Never mind. Thought it was range 15 feet. Gonna move towards Ophelia and Nathis, and we're gonna do a burst of acid on the lit up guy.
Okay. Which one? The blight?
Then that one, yeah. This one.
Oh, sorcerer burst.
3.
Never mind. Okay, I forgot.
First, yeah,
Yeah.
for acid.
Go for it. 1 point of damage.
1
Dude,
whole
we are
damage.
rolling bad for damage.
This is bad. Wow.
It's like our third
you
one in a
will.
row.
Oh man!
I swear Red added something to give his own self
I did
good
not add
mustache.
anything. I don't cheat.
I know.
I never cheat in this game. I want you guys to win, but I'm not letting. I'm letting you. That's why you get to see my rolls.
Yeah, but it's easier if we complain and blame you.
So is this
It's
guy
not my
almost-
fault that the highest top views was that finale episode.
almost 200 views I last checked?
A lot of the people that saw us die.
194.
Hey, 13th level TPK, man. That's a big event.
I think most
That's
people
a
are
big event.
watching it because they want to know what happened to the team that stayed together for the longest time, and also people who run Dragon Odyssey, they want to see where they failed.
We finished the main one,
Spectacular.
dude.
Okay, so this guy's still alive?
Oh, no, it's Doug.
I mean, that's me. That's
Oh,
me.
Oh, that's
Doug
Doug.
is still alive.
Right.
Please don't
Yeah.
kill me.
Okay.
Doug,
No,
he's
not
still
to kill
alive.
Doug. I'm going to firebolt the guy that has 2 attacks, because that freaking sucks.
That's a hit.
20?
For 2 damage.
2? 2 out of 10. I'm going to continue my movement.
Yeah, at least you're hitting.
So we're heading this way, it looks like.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I want to keep in visual, so here.
Right, Philia.
Ophelia will start you with this one.
You have advantage. Roll with advantage. Yeah, 15's a hit. Yeah.
1.
6. It's better.
Hey.
Radiant.
Hit.
Oh crap. I just exited out of my character sheet again.
Alright, Vic.
Swing that.
Okay, Vic is going to hit the one that's already been hit. This one right here. His mates. With her mates.
Crit!
Oh, crit.
nice.
9 damage. Yeah, you cudgel it to death as it's dead.
And I am going to bonus action second wind. 10 hit points back.
Noise.
And I am going to take a 5-foot step and stay in between Doug and this other baddie. And that's my turn.
Dude.
God dang, he's got reach. It's not gonna matter regardless. Doug's gonna step up and take an attack.
Yeah, it's our Doug.
Dang it, no.
That's a
No
miss.
advantage on that one.
All right. I'm gonna shoot it. Oh, sorry, that shouldn't have been advantage. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Ooh, look at our damage. That's where our damage is. It's one player.
Sorry. And then I'm going
Alright.
to step back a little further. Here.
You're frontline now.
Shut up!
You're frontline now.
Get back at you. Alright. The creature begins to. So it's going to cone both of you with its life draining vines again. This one. Let's see. Dexterity save.
I'm dead regardless.
You're down, not dead.
No, Doug!
I'm down.
Alright. You both
Doug,
take
they
4
could roll
points
a
of
1.
damage. So it begins to heal for that much amount of damage back to its hit points. As it begins to move around, staying within range of Vic as it's going for Horik next. As you see it look at you, Horik. Remember, you guys have ignite. You put a lot of lighter fluid around here, so be careful. All these mushrooms have lighter fluid on it.
I know. Shit. I can't get close enough to do spread of dying without getting an opportunity attack, so.
Trust Vic.
Huh?
Trust Vic.
Trust Vic.
Trust Vic.
I got the body. Kill the thing.
Sorcerer's Burst it is. Should we name it Alchemy Burst, but.
I laugh like one day you like conjure mayo and like you're fighting a giant. You just chug. You just like throw a jug of mayonnaise on the giant's eyes.
As soon as we get a long rest, I am making that joke and we're going to be spamming Meiju.
Mayonnaise. That's a crit. Let's see that damage now.
Forgot to mention, but it's still gonna be acid. We're gonna melt that plant. I did normal damage. So,
right, do it
do
again.
another one?
Do another. There we go.
10 acid. And as I see that it's focused on me, I'm just like.
You better run, boy. Yeah, you run.
So can I see through these stalks?
I'll allow it just for the sake of it.
Thank you.
They're like narrow. They're not like thick, but they're like full of like juices.
Use this.
Try my firebolt again.
Yes, they hit.
For
Sweet.
3 out of 10.
A little bit better every time. Alright, Ophelia, time to finish it off.
Please kill it.
She's gonna smack it.
He's gonna try to hit it with a shillelagh.
14's a hit.
Getting rid of all the dead plants.
Did you beat the
12.
shit out of it? Killing it.
Oh my god.
I'm in combat.
Dog!
Dog is
I have a
dead.
potion of healing, and I grab it as I'm moving up there.
I'm there. I'll pour mine.
Okay.
Woo.
8 points to Doug.
Phew! That was a close one.
As Doug kind of gasps for air and kind of coughs up a bit. Oh, what happened?
Well, you angered a houseplant.
I'm not to say that I've seen anything like those before.
It looked like leftover purge from everything down here.
I say we get out of here. Everything is trying to kill us.
I
We
agree.
still haven't figured out exactly what's going on yet, though.
Dude, I'm looking around and I don't have a scratch on me, but you guys do not look good.
I mean,
We have patches to prove that we found some of the members. We know it ain't good here. Maybe we can send them or ask for help coming back. Like this. Whew.
did we not find enough from the king or like the guy that was like controlling some of them?
Yeah, you know the information. You guys were just exploring the rest of the avenues for any treasure and
Okay.
loose ends.
That's
Yeah,
what I
sure.
thought. I thought we were just exploring. So
We don't have to 100%.
I say we should take a little breather, collect ourselves, and then we can keep looking around. This has been fun. See, her knee is really scraped up.
man, I don't think it's been that long since our last short rest.
Yeah, you can't really take one.
We
Like,
have potions, don't we?
I have one.
I have one,
I don't think it's worth
and we
it.
found some.
Up to.
That's one that I have.
We've got the information that we need. Don't.
Okay.
I
Y'all
mean,
all want to go back. I don't mind
well,
going back.
Plus, those creatures were pretty nasty. I don't.
But if we stay away, they move slow. You noticed that last time we were fighting them? They don't
They,
move very fast.
they were crawling on the walls.
yeah, I'd rather not see
Last
anything
night,
crawl on the
there's
walls.
mutations.
Well, you can either explore what's down the hall or leave.
But we at least cleared out that room. We should at least explore that.
Well, I don't think that would hurt.
They seem to sense the movement on the vines. I don't.
And I still have one more spell.
One more spell too. Let's check it out.
Since I don't have any scratches on me, I'm gonna volunteer to go a little first, test the situation.
You sure about that? You got
Maybe,
Bray alarm scale.
maybe jump on the bridge a bit, see if anything else stirs.
I actually have 15 armor, so I'm as good as Doug.
Better
Okay.
than me.
You're
Damn,
as good as I am.
I'm banking on
you
rage.
have more armor than I do.
It's the mage armor. So I jump up and down a little.
It doesn't. It just wiggles around a little bit. As you can tell, the vines are dead, but they're still alive somehow.
I slowly ease up, like touching my toe to it before I take a full step, and kind of taking a moment before I take my next step.
I
Be
guess I can't let
quiet,
you go
though.
alone.
Oh god.
So far, so good, guys.
I don't like this.
So
I'm
you
gonna try to be
begin to
quiet.
bend around the corner. You begin to see a lone, leafless tree that grows in the dry dirt. This high ceiling chamber, the tree has no bark, exposing all its bleached white core. A handful of spore bats begins to fly over among the roost of this place. As you see what looks like a dryad that lives within the tree emerges. When you arrive there and enter, her form is gnarled and stunned, covered in thorns and rather than leaves. She speaks with a desperate, raspy voice towards you as she speaks. Red water, I require.
It's either a healing potion or blood.
Red water?
Being from the Feywild and knowing dryads, would Ophelia know anything about red water?
You can see the trees beyond dead. Red water could correlate to blood or something related to the life essence. So it would be the same thing.
Yeah, it seems like she might need some blood or a potion. I can't tell which one.
Above
Well,
game, last time we gave blood to something randomly, it did not work out for us. So let's take a moment.
What do we give blood?
okay.
As you can tell, she's dried up into like a
The
husk as the
vampire.
tree's slowly kind of requiring
She's
it.
dying, y'all.
Give it your blood. I don't know.
Wait! Don't! Again, that's how we TPK'd last time, guys.
I mean, we didn't voluntarily give him blood. He took
Yes,
it.
we did.
And it was,
Yes, he
it was me last time.
It
Oh,
totally
I
was
yeah.
me.
I mean, you put it on
I
that.
want to do it again because it's a dryad from the Feywild. She's in pain. Can't y'all
Just-
see?
Just do it. I am all for this, man.
I
Hold
will
on.
back towards the room. Y'all do what you need to, but
Before you give it
Red
blood, let's
water,
just
Right
blood?
behind you, Ophelia.
That's crazy.
examine the
What are you
thing first. See if
Get
we can
more information?
determine. Yeah, nature, investigation, arcana, religion,
I'll do a
whole shebang.
a nature check on it, I guess.
I'll do Arcana.
What are you trying to ascertain?
For the nature check, I'm trying to see what in its nature has changed. Like, is this place affecting it in some way, and how can I help it? Does it
It
seem
seems like
malnourished?
it has, from the perspective of the bats that are full of spores. The tree has yet to be infected by spores, but it's withering away gradually. But the tree, it's white and gnarled, and you can see her presence has now lost its fertility of beauty and flowers, now replaced with spikes and thorns. As it looks like it's the opposite effect here. But she requests water that is red, as she is very weak and very unable to really move or do anything.
Can we try just offering regular water?
Let's red water. I was going to offer my spare healing potion.
Maybe drop some blood into the water.
No. I will pull out my water skin and drop 1 hit points worth of blood into it. And then fill fill up a little cup with a little bit of water and mostly blood, if I can.
Sure.
You see Vix
And I will
rolling her
pour
eyes
it at the base
because
of the tree.
Just like this to be known, I don't think it's a good idea.
As you watch her, like, kind of drinking it, you can see the tree roots kind of indulging the blood. As it's not taking the water, it's taking the blood mostly. As you can see, eventually kind of showcasing the tree itself. It's been malnourished, as it barely has any life, as it's taking as much as it can. As she begins to kind of slowly rejuvenate from whatever you could give her. As you begin to watch the tree absorb some of the water as well, eventually, as it begins to spill blood, notably causing a rejuvenation effect from her thorns, taking a reddish tinge as she looks towards you and smiles. Thank you for giving us life once more.
Of course, what's going on here? You see she's speaking in Sylvan.
The Myconids, sovereigns, the loyalists of the Demon Queen of the Zygmoids. The grotto is damaged. The connection to the larger fungal kingdoms have now been cut off from the recent cave-in. The Guthag tree speaks to me. It senses earthquakes that have triggered the caves and sent the spores of the Zygmoids up into the surface world. These spores can, well, they can enslave the flesh and the blood creatures, and it will its demon's queen, its service.
Oh, that sounds terrible if you're speaking in common now. Y'all get
What's
that? It
no?
seems some demon queen or something like that is taking over some myconids and made some what do you call it, ziggurat, some kind of spores that are taking over dead things and anything with blood. Did I get that right?
The blood's not related to that, but yeah. It's trying to, the demon queen, Zygmoid, is trying to control everything, and it's trying to reach every flesh and blood human like you guys to control it. It can't control, like, that isn't flesh and blood.
So how did you end up like this?
I've used to live a long, thriving life, but now I see the future of the tree and the tree's will. I can answer you more questions if you're freely to give more blood. But I am one with the tree now, and without its life force, I will wither away as its last guardian.
Do you swear not to hurt us if I help you?
She doesn't understand you.
I look to my friend that was talking to Ophi. I have some hit points I'm willing to give it, but
As you could look at it, Vic, you can roll a religion check with advantage.
is a will.
Oh no, this
His
is
name's
just
Vic.
Vic. This is Vic.
Oh.
This is his background. You know this tree. This tree is obviously not a good tree, but this tree is actually giving you good information. Out of context, the Guthaya trees comes from actually Curse of Strahd originally, the blood tree. But this tree here, it seems fit. It feeds off blood and flesh, but it doesn't really. It grows its own roots and its protectors. It is kind of an offspring to a curse, so you say. But without this curse, this fake creature, it would die. She was born from this tree. But she is nothing correlated to what is conspired down here. A demon lord of a higher, greater power is seeking to obviously enslave everybody and making them slaves to the spore, and by forcing them to their will. As you've seen, all the creatures you have fought have been infested, either killed or turned. As she herself looks towards you, I have the power to cleanse the spore, but it requires more blood, as we are weak and frail. Still, we have been waiting for freedom across these creatures that saw fit to take upon our home. We cannot claim this land if there is nothing left to claim, but only those that have fallen towards the Queen of Spores.
I look at my friends. Anybody have any idea? Should I?
We're taking all that in.
Well,
Vic
so
will look at you.
Felia's getting the
Yep.
information. I'm assuming he's talking back to you guys.
Well, Philly would turn around. It seems that it can cleanse some of the spores around here, but it might need a lot more blood. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I can't keep giving it all my royal blood, to be honest. I've already done enough. But it seems nice. It's not like any fae I've ever seen, though. It seems twisted.
Yeah, but your bleeding heart bleeds enough for two. You sure you don't have any more?
No, why don't you give some? It'll take any kind of blood, I'm pretty sure. Mine's just more valuable than most.
I look at you sideways.
Isabel's willingly ready to give some. I think we should let her make the sacrifice.
Unlike dumb shows, I'm not going to actually cut my hand. I'm going to do like my forearm where I can easily see it, easily bandage it, and not in a crevice. And I'm going to start dripping one hit point at a time, slowly. I'm not going to give it all at once, but I'm going to give it 2 hit points initially. How does it react?
It flourishes with more joy as more blood kind of seeps through the tree and beginning to regenerate her livelihood. Thank you for allowing us to feed. This will bring us great joy in the far future. As you begin to watch the vines begin to unlift around, you see the spore bats as you see each one beginning to get attacked. But you watch the root kind of go into it as it siphons out the spore and relinquishing their forms back into a normal bat. It looks gruesome at first, but you begin to watch. She begins to inject herself into them, but also vacates the disease. into the tree.
I'll give 2 more hit points. And then I start bandaging myself.
I thank you for your service here.
I got a healer's kit. I'll come up and bandage her up properly.
Oh, Bofi too.
Well, you got some valuable information now, so. And that is all she can give you. So if you were potentially infected by the spore, she could cleanse it off of you for 2 blood points.
Well, we actually did pretty good on that so far, I think, right?
Yeah, no one.
I would think so.
Yeah, you guys are all disease free.
Okay, well, let's get while the getting's good, guys. We don't want to hang around here too long. Thanks for your help and information.
She begins to unravel herself back into the tree.
I think.
So we came this direction from the east.
Let's not take any new paths.
I don't have chalk because somehow this version doesn't sell chalk. I know you said I could get it, but it wouldn't be what Izza would get. I just noticed it on not in the player's handbook anymore. It's like my go-to. I always get chalk.
Chalk.
And I never buy anything.
Yeah, I know you don't.
You broke that tradition. You bought a healing potion.
You
It
broke the
pained me to do
rules.
so.
You broke the rules.
I had to scrub my hands after that.
But. Alright. You guys eventually make it back to Zentarum after a good hour of travel. As you eventually make it enough quick haste towards the establishment and find the safety in numbers behind the Zentarum's guards. As you eventually arrive towards the Red Wyvern, she pays you the 200 gold pieces per character, of course. Enough sum to keep you satisfied, and more jobs and tasks to hand. As she hears upon your claims of who you killed, as she sees fit upon not paying you extra for any, as there's no gods left to live that had survived. So if you did get some guards alive and bring them back to safety, she'd pay you 10 gold pieces each for each guard.
There wasn't really anyone alive to bring. Unless we brought them with mushrooms.
You'd have to knock them out and then bring it to the tree, and then that's the way you have to do it, but yeah.
Hindsight's 2020.
As for those that are affiliated with the Zentarum, you gain 7 renowned, as it allows you to be affiliated further along the ranks, allowing you as well to advance to 3rd level, as you can level up to 3rd level if you haven't yet or not.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Those that are left unaffected gods obviously live in the grotto, or likely have been dispatched, likely long ago, as by your hands. As to find a cure, of course, upon these spores, you can tell them about the druid if you like, or keep that hush-hush quite secret.
I'd vote to tell him.
Yeah,
What was
Vic
it?
would tell too.
About the dryad?
Oh,
mean?
yeah. Tell the dragon.
As they thank you for that insight, as they will send some druids to investigate the area and analyze the spores and analyze anything around the vicinity. As Simon seems quickly worried about the spores, informing you the Centaurum that have never come across anything like that before. The Dragonborn mentions that there is a deep gnome druid named Wilthium residing in Mantol-Derith. As he is rumored that he's an expert in the Underdark and flora, and might know a way to effectively neutralize the spore. As Simon sees fit to ask you to escort him towards the Zentarum's trade caravan in Mantol-Derith, as he speaks towards, obviously, his contact there. He's willing to pay you 100 gold pieces each to take him there, and 100 gold pieces, another 100 gold pieces when they report back. As this is a long travel into the depths. As he says, it'll take 8 days to arrive. To venture into the depths of the darkness of the Underdark, where monsters and creatures alike might harm you, or might see you as prey in the night while you sleep. In the meantime, you can stay fit and kind of rest in the tavern and kind of relinquish your goods and wares before you head off to the next chapter of this adventure, heading deeper into the Underdark and heading towards a city known for trade, where drows, dwarfs, and even the deep gnomes trade, as it's a neutral territory.
My sheet is all messed up. Can you, can I delete it and make a new?
Yeah. I thought I gave you a sheet. It's in the
Yeah,
back.
you did. Hold on, I'll use that one. I forgot.
Yeah, I was like, told you yesterday, or last week, or whatever.
So confirming, because I was away, 200 gold that we were paid, and third level?
200 gold each, and your third level.
Is there incense around in this town anywhere?
Yes, you can buy incense for the standard price.
I need 10 gold worth, so I'd like to buy 50 gold worth of incense so I can cast it 5 times if I need to.
Yep.
Plus it smells.
As you guys have completed the next chapter, as you are going to hit chapter 6. It doesn't sadly start at chapter 1. You got to explore a dungeon and survived it.
Early.
Never doubted us for a second.
These new sheets are
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, they're very complicated.
Okay, so good news. Because I'm picking alchemist, I can brew potions and they take half the amount of time.
Oh yeah. So if we can get ingredients for potions, you can make
Yep.
them along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you have the tool? I'm pretty sure you have the tools.
Yes, I have the
You just needs to collect.
tools.
Collect and downtime of 8 hours to brew a potion.
So take me 4 to brew one instead.
Oh yeah, because you're an alchemist.
Yes.
No, normally it's 8 hours though.
Yes, normally it will be 8 hours. Also get proficiency with any tool because I already have proficiency with the alchemist kit. So I think I'm going to pick tool utensil, chef's utensil, because I think it'll be funny.
We have a book.
We do have a book.
The book.
We have a cookbook.
Yeah. Les chefs.
You should totally trust your pharmacist to be able to. And I finally get a healing word. Thank God.
Just waiting for Naces to make their characters so that I can change their token.
I'm working on it.
Naces!
I don't know if we have enough downtime, but I would like to try to find if somebody around here is capable of making something with these displacer beast tentacles that I have.
They could, but it will cost you money.
I get that. Wouldn't expect anything other.
What am I doing? Oh, hold on.
Are we spending the night here and then leaving in the morning, or?
They'll give you 48 hours before you have to leave.
Okay. I just want to craft some items before I leave.
You're on a escort mission. Get them there safely, 100 gold pieces, and then 100 gold pieces safely back.
Did we each get the amount, or is that for the
Each
party?
of you get 200 at the end of
Okay.
it. Right now you get paid 100 right now, so you can spend your 100 as you see fit.
What do we get paid for the last mission?
Should have been 200 each.
Yeah.
So 300. Man, guys, there's just too many options on spells.
Money?
Is there somebody down here that knows what to do with this?
Sorry, I was looking it up. What did you get in for? The whips? The
I have
displacer
2
thing?
displacer beast tentacles.
Yes.
Oh,
So you can sell them for 10 gold pieces, or you can spend 300 gold pieces in downtime crafting it and craft a +1 whip.
I have 376 gold.
I do spend part of the downtime trying to identify that mace we picked.
So you won't be able to have the whip with you yet. You can spend the money and give half now, half later for them to craft it. And it will take a week of craft time to craft it. So it should take your full adventure there and back.
Okay, fair enough. Like it.
Okay.
Anything else you want to sell from those from the monsters?
I'd like to sell the other.
Oh, did we sell the
Actually,
pelt?
Can I give him the other tentacle to knock 10 whatever he'll take off of the price of it?
Yeah, they reduce it by 10 gold pieces.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You have the hide that you can sell.
Worth 200.
Or what can we make with it?
You can make a cloak of displacement, but it's very expensive to craft it.
Can our crafter, our resident crafter, make it?
Yeah, if you have the money.
Do you have any perks with crafting, Horik?
Oh, hand
Sorry?
crafting. Oh no, he needs to be a leather worker.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I can brew, and I can make you an amazing mayo sandwich.
So the cloak of displacement would cost you in the thousands to make it, and it takes about 2 weeks of downtime.
I just ain't got the time or the money.
The time is what you'll always have. The money is the problem.
Okay, I need some help for a moment.
Yeah.
So, getting some new spells, second level. I want to make sure I'm not getting only utility, but also some aggressive. I only get 2. Is Flaming Sphere and Misty Step worth it?
Step is always worth it,
It,
in my
it,
opinion.
it is, but remember with the new rules, if you cast a Misty Step, you can't cast another spell. You'll have to use your meta magic.
I do not understand what you mean.
She's a wizard. She doesn't get meta magic.
Oh, my apologies. I think you were sorcerer. Okay.
Nope.
So it would count as your spell, so you wouldn't. So you could only use a cantrip as an action after you Misty Step.
Oh, I get that. But I
Okay.
don't want to, like, my other idea was getting darkness instead of Flaming Sphere, but then I think Flaming Sphere is going to be better.
I'd say Flaming Sphere is a tough one.
It's all tactical. Misty Step's
Does it-
always well rounded just to have it.
Yeah,
Get into
that's
situations.
like a must.
Or if you really need to get out of a situation, what if you're in quicksand? Misty Step, I'm out. Bye bye.
I feel like Flaming Sphere is kind of one of those situational spells where there'll be certain situations where you wish you had it, and then other situations where it just doesn't get used
I
because
find
it's
like it
not.
doesn't really use very much because it's not very good in damage.
Okay, fair enough. Then I mm, I want to take something offensive, but I am an evocation wizard, so if I could do that, it would be great because then later I can craft the spell around others, but continual flame? What's that?
All right, if you use the normal way to level up, it does get rid of your inventory, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I don't have. Double check. Yeah, it just gave me back all my starter stuff.
Yeah, I guess I didn't use any of my starter stuff, so I don't.
So just letting you guys know, if you bought stuff with your previous money and you use the normal way to level up, it will just reset your stuff. So make a little list.
That's harsh.
Yeah, I am gonna buy another potion of healing. Took 50 gold out of mine.
Okay.
Shatter?
Yes.
That's always a
Shatter,
good one to have.
definitely.
Okay,
That's-
switching that then.
Plus, Shadow's always useful. Not necessarily in combat, but if you just want to break objects quickly, worst case scenario.
I mean, knock would have been good too, but I hopefully can get that later and
I keep losing where my oh, there it is. Found it.
I guess when I had access to those type of spells, I think I always went with like stuff like Scorching Ray is pretty nice. Shatter has good utility too, though, because it is AOE.
yeah, more the better when I'm using a higher level spell.
Speaking of which, I get to add a spell now. Oh god, so
It kept
much.
my incense that I had bought.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got all my stuff.
Did you hit the button underneath your character name that said level up?
It's weird. It's like it rebuilds your
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, like it rebuilds your character. I did choose the level up button.
So you have to think if you picked anything up. I don't remember if I picked anything up.
I picked up some. I have
Oh,
a
it's a
gem
spell.
emerald,
Oh,
50
no.
gold pieces, and it kept it on me
Oh,
when
okay.
I went through the character mancer.
'Cause I remember I had bought a potion of healing, but I used it, so I don't think I had anything that I didn't have originally.
Isa, did you pick Detect Magic by any chance?
No, I
No,
only got 2.
Huh?
I only got 2 spells, and that this last one. Oh no,
Well,
not
detect
first
magic
level.
is first level. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either of you already have it.
I just get to add another spell. So if you don't have Detect Magic, I can pick it.
Yes,
'Cause
I do not.
okay, so I'm gonna take it so you don't have to carry more support spells.
Awesome. Because I
And
have
then like
Identify, Magic Missile, Mage Armor, Feather Fall, Sleep, Shield, Find Familiar, and Thunder Wave in the Fairy Fire.
perfect. We'll just have a little train going. I'll detect magic to see if it's magical, and then you figure out what it is.
Perfect. Can I identify that mushroom mace that we picked up?
Yeah, you can. If you have identify.
I do.
I'm just clicking
You
the
don't have the
details.
pearls, so you'll have to use it as a spell.
Oh,
Oh,
are there pearls in town that I could pick up for future?
Here, yes, they do for 100 gold pieces.
So you only need one. It doesn't get used up, right?
No, it
It's
never
just,
gets used
yeah.
up. It just lets you do a
Then one.
ritual, and it takes ten. It
yeah.
takes. It
I'll
takes.
chip in 20 gold towards it since
Yeah,
it's
I
getting
do.
I'll
used
chip
by
in
then.
20 gold as well.
So will Vic.
Money.
I will too.
So if the 5 of you buy it, I'll definitely use
Yeah.
it all the time for you guys.
Let's do something funny. Evie, you wanna pitch in?
Oh,
For a pearl.
And I'm no longer Evie.
Oh, sorry.
Evie?
okay. I'll spend my own.
Disease.
Have it. I'm sorry. Please don't hit me.
Real penny pincher.
Oh, don't worry, Nat. An Ace is gonna stab you and kick you on the side of the road.
I know it's a long shot asking this, but how much
Yes.
would a +1 quarterstaff cost? Because
Uh,
it's a quarterstaff.
does it's so you have to buy the quarterstaff itself if you have one, and enchantment's 300 gold pieces.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
+1s are not expensive.
Terrible.
+2s get expensive.
Uh,
They
I
get
will spend
I think
a
that's
little bit
fine.
of the downtime creating the 2 magic items, the alchemy jug and the one of the war mage, which I will give to Isa.
And I also spend some downtime trying to buy ingredients to make potions, or will I
Oh,
have to find them?
You can buy them for half the price, or you can find them.
Okay.
oh, I'm
So
down
if a
to
potion
buying them.
costs 25, if a potion's 50 gold, it costs 25 for the materials to make one.
All right, cool. That's what I'll do with my herbalism and alchemist kit during the and
Yeah,
I'll
you
just
can buy it as
buy.
long as they sell it. This is a hub, so you can get it, but you can find it in the world. It just takes a little bit longer because you actually have to harvest it, and you don't know what kind of herb you're gonna get. So some of those herbs, those magical
Oh,
herbs that we find in the game that give you those ones, you can actually convert those ones into herbs that you can craft potions out of it. So you could, depending on the value, what it's worth, right? It does have a price value. So if it's worth a lot, you can actually make a really powerful potion out of that herb instead of using it. And then obviously
okay.
we have fungus in this campaign, so fungus is different. It's not, you can use it the way you think you can, but it's not going to ideally craft a potion. It's more primarily used for what it's specified as. Remember the handouts I gave you, right, for those mushrooms? They're like unique for their capabilities. They're not really used to brew potions, but you can brew them out of them. You just need a lot of the fungus to make it. So in the sense that you need to like harvest a lot more than spend your gold. So if you have abundance of gold, then yeah, you could do it that way. But if you like to earn it the hard way, then you can earn it that way as well.
Okay.
Are we
I'll buy.
identifying things?
Huh?
Are
Did
we
you chip
identifying
in?
things? Huh?
Did you add anything to chip into that?
I was not paying attention.
Choose a crazy character. Again.
I can totally identify everything that we
Alright,
have,
so
given some time.
I'm gonna delete this Nazes, and I'm gonna add this Nazes up here. Boop.
I send you the wand.
Thank you.
I'm gonna buy 6 javelins.
And I get my find familiar bat when you get a moment.
I have that fungal veil thing.
What kind of familiar was it? Owl?
Bat.
Bat, okay.
Ooh. Oh. What do you guys think? I think bat's more me.
Bad for you?
Bat is so easy.
This is Zubat.
Ah,
Alright, you have it. It's under the... Oh, it's under the wrong one.
I see it monster NPC.
Yeah, I'm moving it to the wild shaped and summons. So it's easier.
Sure.
So I have all the monsters in there.
Whatever works for you, man. Cool. And thank you so much for the wand, man.
yeah, of course.
Alright, so you identify the item with the pearl. I'm guessing you finally purchase it as you all, like, pitched in.
Yes.
Alright.
20 gold each except a certain someone.
Alright,
Hmm.
so this is a weird
I'll
ass
pitch
item.
in. I'll pitch in.
Wow.
It's kind of cool. It's very gimmicky. And this is
I will sidle.
this is a homebrew one, so this one you'll have to edit it.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's part of the campaign.
I'm gonna sidle up to Isa and show her my fungal veil that I have.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You know we can clean that up for you.
Izza tries to, while she has it, prestidigitation to clean it a little.
No, it's literally made with fungal fibers.
Oh. Ew.
Delicate looking, the veil is made of strong, translucent web-like fungal fibers. When worn and draped over the wearer's head and shoulders, the wearer of the veil creatures have disadvantage on insight checks made against you. As an additional, you have advantage on saving throws against poison resistance and against poison damage. As well, you can, once an action, you can charm a monster from the veil. It only targets plants, though, which is kind of unique.
Technically, mushrooms aren't a plant.
But they're not an animal either.
A lot of the plant creatures are mushrooms in this campaign, but yeah, you could probably kind of ally with a plant boy if it succeeds.
I can use a mace. Is there anybody else that's better suited for this mildew mace? I can use it to its full effect.
If you want to
Yeah, you can go ahead and have it.
Yeah, go ahead, go crazy, my friend.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, I'll take the weird mushroom mace.
I'm going to... Vic, you have Spare the Dying, right?
I do, yes.
Okay, I think I'm going to swap out Spare the Dying to try out another cantrip.
Yeah, I'm switching out my things too.
I think I'm gonna try True Strike with the crossbow, because I think it would be fun. Let me confirm that it is on the list of acceptable offerings. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
just let me know when you guys are done. And we shall move on with this venture.
How much were potions of healing again?
50.
50.
I'd
Well-
like to buy 2.
Welcome to the front lines.
Oh god, this is hard.
I'll make 2 at half price.
Yeah, but it takes 8 hours for you to make one.
It's okay, I'll spend the gold right now.
Do we have enough materials to make some of them, or we don't?
You can buy.
We only have enough time to make 2 apiece, I think.
Yeah, you don't have enough time to make. On an average day, you can make 2 potions a day. For the person who can craft it, like with the extended. So you, Horik, you can do twice a day with spending money, and
Yeah.
for a normal player, it's once a day.
Okay.
But you have to spend, like, obviously your funds and materials. So to make an actual potion, it costs 25 gold pieces, a healing potion, a regular one, with just buying the materials from the vendors. But you can find the materials in the world without spending any gold. You can also do that with other potions in the game, but they take a lot more materials, or they take more rarer quality materials, or in general sense, more time. But most of the potions, standard potions, you can just make them. Even greater healing potions pretty fast. You find a troll, man, you harvest that shit, you make potions for days. I had a person harvest a troll, and I was like, I'm so upset. I have to limit how much blood they can get out the troll now, because they made 50 healing potions.
Oh my god.
Off that one troll, yeah. It's insane.
So if my rules are written, I'll just make 1 at half price.
Yeah, it's 25 gold pieces.
And
Yeah.
and Horik, you can make 2, I believe.
I mean, it still cost me the 50. I just do it faster. Come, you can use my little alchemy jug.
Well, my mayonnaise.
You can.
See,
Would you like?
Ophelia has a cauldron, and she just casts bonfire underneath it. And starts throwing in the ingredients, but she's right next to you. I like your little jar, though. That's so neat.
And you see all the handwritten notes, and then on the acid, it just has a smiley face.
I think I found my bat's name, guys. Morticia.
You've got a bat?
I did find familiar.
A Zube.
Oh.
Wizard, I have to have him familiar, man.
Woo!
That
You
can
have a familiar. You have a +1 weapon.
Today's a good day, man.
It's a good day to be a wizard.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I'm done with my character.
I am done.
I think so.
I am going
That's
to,
good.
on my downtime, this technically has a long rest. I will make an experimental elixir. And this one I have to roll. Because the first one of the day you have to roll.
Oh, yeah.
Please be something silly and quirky. 4. Where is my Sigma Bob? Of course, we didn't actually add it. 4. Oh, boldness. The drinker can roll 1d4 and add it to every attack roll and saving throw they make for the next minute.
So it's like a blast.
It's like a bless.
Oh, nice.
It is literally bless in a bottle, but only one. Since I'm brewing next to Ophelia, I am going to give the very questionable bottle of thick, honey-like liquid to Ophelia.
Leo, take it. Thank you.
Good in pinch, baby.
Maybe I can make you something sometime. She puts this out of her bag.
He just smiles that you offer something.
Well, I'm ready to go. Whenever you guys are, we have to escort some man. You see, she has a new little chainmail vest on that's knitted into her nice dress, and she has she has a shield from one of the gnolls strapped to her back.
So where are we escorting this guy to again?
Wherever he wants to take us, I guess.
Reddit posted it up. Mantol-Derith local to find Wyleth Deep Gnome Druid.
Mantol-Derith is on the map here. It's actually like a trading post hub for all races of the people who dwell in the Underdark. It's like a trading hub. There's Zentarum there. There's like obviously Drows there. There's Duergar. There's Deep Gnomes. Kind of all reside in a neutral territory. It's like a giant kind of pillar that's kind of like a stalactite kind of made out of it. As you're going to be venturing there a few days to get there and escort this guy, Simon, to potentially find a cure with the other individual that works there, likely a druid who knows a lot of vast information about herbalism and cures. As he has paid you to get him there safely across the enemies of the Underdark. Well, are you all ready now?
Yep. They paid us the extra 100 gold already, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let me
Thank
add
you for
that.
confirming. I forgot to add it.
Yeah.
Oh, they paid us the extra 100 gold?
They gave us 100 now.
Yeah, so we got
They gave
the
us 200.
we got the 200 from the last mission, and we get
Yeah.
100 gold for this mission and 100 gold on arrival. So
Mhm.
overall, we
I'll just
received
wait
300.
I'll wait upon arrival to get a upgraded weapon.
I am ready to leave when you guys are.
Hmm?
I am ready to leave when you guys are ready.
I am also ready.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Oh, I lied. I probably need to grab a few extra crossbow bolts.
Have you used any?
No, but I only have 20.
Okay.
So I would like to have at least 20 more. How much are the bolts, Red?
A quiver is a quiver of 20 is a gold piece.
Perfect, I'll take 2.
Alright. As you guys begin to set foot and travel your way across the journey, as you begin to traverse the Underdark, Who's taking lead and who's taking the point back? Behind or in front?
I'm in the middle.
I'll take the front. And
Be
lead.
behind Doug.
So the individual shows Kate where to go, as you have a guide to help you where you need to traverse through the maze of the intricate passageways of the abyss, as the place is dark and starry and very strange to many who haven't been down this far before. As the intertwining tunnels of the Underdark's vast of caverns and tunnels and vaults and passages, stretching one end of Faerun to the other. As the physical features here are varied from fungal fields to deep gorges, underground cities and yawning chasms, even subterranean rivers. So begin to traverse a little bit as you begin to see fit across your view and vantage point around this place. Begin to move at a it's up to you guys if you wish to move at a fast pace, a normal pace, or a slow pace. A fast pace can move up to 8 miles per day, but it has -5 penalty on passive wisdom checks, aka passive perception, or perception scores in general. A normal one is 6 miles, no effect, and a slow is you're able to stealth all the way, but you move at the slow pace of 4 miles per day.
We know how far it is.
It's a few days' journey.
I would
But
say a normal
maybe
pace.
only a few
but
days,
Normal.
depending on how you specify it.
I'd go day by day, but starting with normal, and if we need to start stealthing if we're having a lot of encounters, do that. I don't
okay,
think we need to go fast.
I think it's a good plan. Any objections? All right, normal
Sounds
speed
good
it
to me.
is.
As you begin to travel and convey across the lands into outskirts, the croppings, and someone's mic is lit. I can hear them breathing into the mic.
Sorry.
As if you wish, as your day sprung for the first hour, you are welcome to roll a survival check or D100 on a chance on a magical item on your ventures. The survival check is oriented to the herbs around the vicinity. This may include fungus as well, so you might get lucky on an herb, or you might get lucky on some fungus. Or a D100 for a magical item. You need a 90
Those are
or
some
higher.
low rolls. Oh my god. Jesus, what happened?
Sophia, I'd like you to roll me a D100. 50 for a fungi, or 50 or higher, you'll get a magical herb.
Who is that?
You.
Oh.
I think you rolled really well. Alright, you get an herb from the book. Roll me a D6 now. I'd like you to roll me a nature check to see what you know about this herb.
Nothing.
You have no idea what it is.
There's an herb.
Anybody else can help if they wish.
I will help.
Alright, you
Nature?
begin to find this herb. It's called Mender's Mold, and a truly useful herb converted by a resource of pride in the caves of the dwelling societies. This mold takes the appearance of black sponge growing across the cave floor. It has a meticulous ability to transform its own structures to mimic its virtues upon any non-magical material or material plane. It's believed the ability what is given to rise as it's still able to release spores and promulgate while its transport state, thus allowing the spread whenever foraging creatures may apply to it. So in sense, I'm going to give you in the Discord here what it does, but you can basically roll me a d6 to see how much it would cover when you use it. So you don't use it now, but you can use it whenever you want. So you can basically use it to cover a broken hole, a seam, an object. It's just like handyman putty.
Okay.
Sadly, this herb cannot be crafted into any potion. It is used as it is.
That's fair enough. It's useful. I'll give it to the to Horik. You can have this. It seems like you might need to use this for something.
Could you post the herb, please?
It's in the Discord.
It's in the Discord.
Thank you.
What is the name of that thing that you can like spray it on like a
Oh, the spray foam stuff? I don't know what it's called.
The filler crack. They have
Reinforcement.
that commercial where the guy slaps the thing on the side of the tank that's filled
Oh,
with
Flex
That's a
water.
lot of damage.
Flex seal. There you go.
Yeah.
As you guys begin to traverse a little bit further, eventually taking little breaks in between, seeing the sparkles of the beauty of the Underdark, you begin to kind of see fit upon some magical energy that disperses around the vicinity, as our local drow here knows it as Fraziers. Fraziers are an unusual magical energy, the drow call it, pervading from the Underdark. Its origins of its mysterious arcane power is unknown. Legends have claimed its ancient elven magic dated back to the time when dark elves were first exiled from the world above. The drows and other Underdark creatures use it as properties of the areas suffusing it with the Fraziers to protect their settlements. Much of the Fraziers was consumed as the catalyst of Gromp Berendry summoned the demons ritual. Little Fraziers remain tainted by the abyss. Areas infused with this range size of a few dozen feet, several across miles in diameter, and features the following effects, as it likely might give you amplified effects of your spells, or capable of divination, or even the power to see in the light. As you see them sparkling around of multicolored purples and hues of greens and orange, rainbow, very beautiful like, but very dangerous if used incorrectly.
I'll impart that information onto the group and tell them, I believe above ground, the elves called him Mythals. Seems to be a font of magical power, but it's somewhat wild, so be wary. It could amplify, it could destroy.
So you guys,
So,
go ahead.
What is this thing exactly? Is it a plant?
Not a plant. It is like a mist of magical energy that's raw and untouched or untampered. It is ancient and old, like the elves themselves. It sparkles around. Many have tried to even understand it or capture it, but many have not been able to. It is like kind of like the presence of like arcane magic that's run free.
Okay.
Like a tear in the weave, it's like a font of wild magic, kinda. They were natural back in the days of the Netherese and the elves and all that stuff in the Forgotten Realms. They were immense sources of magic. That's where all the old Netherese cities and elven cities were built around Mythals. But they were called Netherese underground.
Is this something we need to be wary of? Traverse carefully?
No, but for all you crafting, this might be the place to make your stuff. I mean, it could infuse some wild magic. It could make it very powerful, or it could dampen it. You have to learn to control it and use it.
But if I throw my broom in there, it might change it or something.
No. It's not going to benefit you for not knowing how to use it. You have to harness its power and know how to use it.
So out of context, it's if you use magic, like divination spells or any kind of magic, it's wild magic, and it may be beneficial for you or it may be negative to you, and it could even drain your energy. It can siphon your magic out and giving you nothing out of it. So, for instance, if I say you have to make a con save for this kind of untapped energy, it may actually waste your spell with no effect.
But this is just for divination spells?
Divination or spells in general. But divination has advantage on it. That's the only difference. Other spells don't. But it's
nice.
very there's not very much of it left due to the demon summoning. So when you do find it, it may be beneficial for you or may be a negative detriment to you, depending on the RNG-ness of it, as wild magic would usually play out.
So are we doing anything with it, or are we just moving?
No, you're
past
just
it?
seeing it. You're just seeing it across.
Okay.
It's just like more of a Magic School Bus moment.
And we'll move past it.
Vic is kind of interested, just kind of staring at it, letting everybody cross. Even though she's in the back, you know, she's just kind of looking at it, letting everybody go.
So you guys begin to travel a little bit further. You eventually run towards a cavern of some sort. The magic here has somehow infused the area and conveying something magical that might startle any visitor around this part. As I'd like Nasus to roll me a D100. As Nasus, you begin to see a tunnel before you. You can see the aberrations of it for miles, scarring and twisting around the land. As you can see, the demons have obviously conveyed this place long ago, as the mazes are serpent and tunneled and coiled with life of their own, as the tunnel is living, as it begins to move, but not exactly. Your eyes begin to deceive you, as you can see this is magic, or this is some demonic energy that is making you see something you shouldn't.
We should step lightly, guys. Just gonna put that out there into the universe.
No.
I think we should start moving more slowly then.
I use my mage armor. Make sure I don't forget to say that to her.
As you cast Mage Armor, roll me a con save.
Whoa.
Whew.
That ain't good. Oh, the wild magic thingy.
As it begins to consume your spell, as the spell is wasted, as it does ill no effect, but something else begins to stir instead, offering you a side effect of this failure. Roll me a D100.
Yay.
As your arms become like tentacles with fingers at the end, increasing it within reaches of 5 feet. As you begin to watch your hands begin to squid like movements, as your fingertips turn tentacles.
Happening?
What did he do?
What the hell?
Armor on. Oh.
Ugh.
You silly little girl, didn't we tell you about the effects that could happen down here?
Oh, that seems fun. I want to try. And she cast
girl.
aid.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Roll me
And she
a con
cast it.
save.
Dog's gonna step away slowly with these crazy mages.
Yeah, she's
Look
gonna
at that
cast
wait.
it on
Succeeds as
her.
the spell goes off.
She cast it on herself, Iza, and Horik.
Oh my, as Simon looks at it. Don't worry, the Frasers won't last forever. Once you get to the deeper points of
Oh.
on the dock, it could potentially be permanent.
What? Make these permanent?
It could be. But for the time being, you're lucky it's not permanent.
Oh, poo. I'm sorry. Nothing happened to me.
I'd give you these if I could, man. These are so weird and ugly, and I have tentacles for arms.
You're Squidward.
Is it like one tentacle, or is it like all of her fingers are tentacles?
So the target's arms become tentacles, and with the fingers on the ends increases the 5 feet reach.
Oh, I think they kind of go with your skin. They're all purple and whatnot. They look nice on you, and it'll go away. It's not permanent.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what this man said, and they know better than I do.
Oh.
I bet big
They
Joe.
don't look that bad.
Let me look at the
You
tentacle noises.
You got 5 extra hit points, Pork and Isa.
Thank you.
Before we make any other mistakes, let's keep moving.
I'm following you, dragging my arms, tentacle things, whatever they are.
Abomination.
Like we weren't enough of a hell spawn, you know?
Mm-hmm.
As you begin to travel, nothing of interest or encounters of creatures begin to convey your area. Upon your travels, I'd like Doug to roll me a d20 to see if there's an encounter or not. 12. You're safe from encounters. Nothing seems to stray you to this day. You begin to find yourself deep in the tunnels and eventually find yourself rather in a cozy setting of fungus. You get to enjoy yourself in splendors as you begin to set up camp for the night. You've spent your full 8 hours of travel across this voyage.
Are we outside of the area that had that stuff going on?
Correct. It's very sparse. There's not very much of it. But if
I'm
there
still
is,
doing my mage armor.
correct. You can mage armor up as your tentacle arms still tentacle arms.
Noted, but at least I have more armor.
I don't think this icon is linked to me.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's not linked to you. Yeah. Naces.
I'm such a problem child. I'm sorry.
Alright, should be now.
Beautiful, thank you.
Alright, what do you guys wish to do? Who wants to set up camp, build a fire, or build something to keep you likely warm? As the Underdark is cold. It is not a warm place. It's not cold as
I'm
like
down for it.
Neverwinter. As if you guys have some sleeping beds or sleeping rolls or tents, you're welcome to. I can obviously put in some assets on the map. As the individual with you, the Dragonborn Simon, begins to unpack his things and bring his sleeping bag out.
Nasus will take this time to attempt his hardest at pitching a tent.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a euphemism?
No. No, it is not.
Wow. Look at
Why are
you.
you in the gutter, man?
Ooh.
You're the one usually going with wordplay and puns, so
I've turned over a new leaf.
You know?
she's changed.
I'm a
All right,
frontliner
if
now.
you're gonna
Right.
give me
Survival.
yeah, probably. Yeah, if you figure out, how
God.
to do that.
Here we go.
As how bad do you struggle?
Oh
with it?
god.
So I somehow end up getting tangled up in the tent and break one of the poles.
Tink.
Seeing the
She got the
struggle,
IKEA version, and that's
Doug's
why she
gonna
can assemble it.
walk up and try to help.
Uh,
Have you not done this before?
No, usually I just wing it.
I don't always use tents, but it's a little cold. Best not to get too comfortable.
I'm not used to traveling with the delicate types.
uh,
What does this wolf mean?
I
Are
kind
you
of
talking about
wave my
me?
hands over at Isa and Ophelia.
You see, Ophelia's can't come prepared. She started with starting gear, so she has her own tent and everything as well. What kind of check does she need? A survival?
Yeah.
survival. Roll a lot one.
Shit.
How do you fuck it up?
You see, she sits it up and tries to use magic to set her thing up, but it just keeps floating around, and she ends up it ends up blowing down the way. She has to go get it.
Uh,
I don't have
Usually,
a
I
tent.
can do this very well.
Actually, I'll give you this one because you kind of fucked it up big time. I'm gonna give you a ripped one.
Only got an 8.
So, does Doug manage to help get me untangled and get my tent up?
Uh,
I rolled a 12 to assist.
yeah, he manages it, but he can't help you with that broken pole. You need a mending spell or some sponge that he found.
Got some mending mold.
we might need it later.
This seems
Yeah.
a little trivial.
Can I, if I look around, can I find a stick?
I offer you my staff. Just don't fuck
You
it up.
do find some rather large mushrooms that you can chop down, as you know they are of the tree-like in the distance. But you'll need a chopping tool.
Doug will hand over his axe. You can use this.
Why don't you do that for her? We saw how she did with the tent.
Oh, her? It's a
Nasus
guy.
kinda- Nasus grabs the axe and gives Isa a dirty look. And I'll head over to the mushroom and I'll hit it with the axe in an axe-like motion.
All right, give me
Florigus next
athletics. Let me see that athletics. Let me see that muscle.
Next to Isa, I was like, can't wait to see how this fails.
As you chop it in there, it gets stuck as you can't even pull it out.
I kind of like wave my tail around trying to pull it out.
Like Bugs Bunny, just trying to pull it. You have both feet on the trunk. You have both hands on the heft of the
Alright.
thing.
Give me athletics to try to wedge it out as you're using both feet trying to wedge it out. As you wedge it out, you fling back and roll on the ground as you kind of roll your face towards Doug. So he kind of looks at you.
You good over there?
This is how my people do it.
Okay. If you say so.
Maybe you should, and I'll kind of like hand him the axe and kind of like rub my nose with my finger, kind of like,
And they will go up and take a crack at it. Oh, jeez.
You notice the blade is probably either dull or not sharp enough as it gets wedged in there again.
Oh, it is pretty sturdy. So he'll kind of try and get it loose.
As you get it loose with one hand.
And Take another swing at it.
As you start out chopping. It takes some rhythm, but you eventually start chopping. It does take a good 10 minutes of chopping, like hard work, as you begin to chop this big tree, aka fungus, as in the handouts, it is called zirca wood, massive tree mushroom that can rise up to 30 to 40 feet high. But of course, you're going for a small one. You can roll a d4 plus 4 to see how much pounds of wood or food. You can use it for food as well.
Ooh, I can turn that into a means too.
7.
As you get 3 pounds of zirca wood. As after the hard labor of cutting it down and hewing it, as you get enough timber to potentially build what you need to with it. Not enough to make a boat, but enough to use it as tinder or make it likely. You can use it as food, but it's not like the best. It is very bland, edible food. It's like a grain, basically.
Do we have enough for a tent pole?
Yes.
Plenty.
I'm gonna walk up behind Doug and kind of like pat his arm and go, "Good job, man."
No problem. And Doug will kind of start working on a fire, and here the fire's going to kind of dig up like a little berm to put his sleeping bag in, so it kind of reflects the heat back down to him.
I actually kind of wanted my bed over here between the rocks.
I made a tent for you. What did you?
Oh, you want me in there? I thought you weren't happy with me.
You're delicate. You're supposed to be in the tent, I thought.
Vic pulls out a thick blanket from her backpack and she rolls it onto the ground. And it looks black, but by the fire, you can see that there's silver threads through it, and it looks very spidery. And she sits on top of it by the fire. She just kind of drifts into a trance. Still kind of looking at everybody, but just kind of zones out.
So everyone's going to sleep and no one's keeping watch? Yes, I'll keep watch.
I can keep watch. I can do it. I'm fine.
I can do it. You go to sleep. You had a long day. Lots of labor.
Y'all can wake me up in 4 hours. She pokes her head out of her tent. Y'all can wake me up in 4 hours, and I'll be ready to take watch for the rest of the night.
Doug's going to be like, don't wake me up unless there's trouble. I need my beauty sleep after all.
That's what I was gonna say. I need my beauty sleep.
You get your money back.
Who's on
Alright.
first watch for 2 hours?
Me? Everyone went to sleep.
I'll stay up the first 4 and go to sleep the last 4.
No, you're good. I'm sorry, Vic. I did not mean to disrupt your beauty sleep.
She's just sitting on her blanket staring at the fire still. That's all. It's relaxing. It's all good.
Elves.
I'll keep a look over y'all.
Jesus kind of slinks into his his bedroll and like pulls the cover up over top of his horn so you can't see him.
The weird one.
Oh.
Well, the temptation to just get some mayo in there.
Sweet, sweet mayo.
Just
Get your
Oh, no.
mayonnaise soup.
unload mayonnaise all over Nasus.
Now that's a bit of an innuendo.
but I'll behave. I'll just sit close to Vic, since she's also awake. But a little distance, because she's scary.
Why don't you sit next to the fire? It's so much warmer over here.
Immediately moving closer to the fire with his little blanket. Ooh,
So, how did
yes.
a small, dark, and handsome fellow like you come to be down here?
Come on, got separated. Looking for clan.
Were they attacked by the demons as well?
I led some, but got separated before. And then found you.
I grew up down here. My father raised me. I never knew my mother until this incident happened. But it
He
was
fetches a little handkerchief and hands it to you because it's a sad story. So he assumes you're gonna cry.
no. She's still in her reserve, and she just kind of looks at it and looks at you, just puts it down near the fire, and continues her story. It was my people that called the demons. I mean,
Why?
I don't know. I'm not of the tier and caste of the people that did this. I'm just the people that had to reap its ill rewards. I don't know why they did this, what they hope to gain. You really understand everything I'm saying?
Sort of. Summoning demons. Right.
Yeah.
But so, how was life before this?
It was routine. I had a job. My father and I, for no matter what Ophelia says, we shoveled shit. We collected it from the rocks and the pins, brought it down to Mantol-Derith and sold it to the fungus farmers. It was routine. Woke up in the morning, worked hard, went to bed early.
Shoveling shit all day. Not sound very pleasant.
I'd kill for routine right now. Every day has been so chaotic. I just wish it was like it used to be.
But every day, adventure, new things, explosions.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. I've adapted to what it needed to be for what I hope to accomplish, so I don't share your enthusiasm. I begrudgingly do my job.
I feel I offended Vic.
Jeez. Unloading some stuff on you, actually.
Sorry?
But no, she's actually happy to talk to you and kind of unloading some stuff on you.
Aw.
I mean, my charisma is my dump stat, so she just has no tact when saying this to you.
I have some charisma.
Whatever. I don't expect you to understand, but it's good talking to you.
Maybe no understand now, but soon. Eventually understand.
long as you're willing to keep killing these fungal motherfuckers, I don't care. We good.
And keep you healthy, so you also kill. And he's going to kind of like fight the air, like he's fighting mushrooms. And he's going to mimic how you fight with the whip.
Yeah.
Very enthusiastically.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man. Anytime you see a fungal or a demon in particular, demons, fuck those guys. Kill them on sight.
Demon. Scary. You can fight.
Well, you guys help me fight them, right?
From distance.
Yeah, I'll help you kill fungals, you help me kill demons. We work together, right?
Good team. Step 1, good team. Step 2, new plan. He feels that eventually you guys can be like his own little clan now.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope to be. Look, as long as we can help each other, this is mutually beneficial. This works for both of us.
To be more than beneficial, has to be through bonds, friendship, trust, food. Food, very important.
I agree. Good food has been very hard to come by here, hasn't it? Tasteless rations, these field tack, and jerky.
He's gonna reach out to the pack and find that cooking book that we found earlier, and he's just gonna show it to you very proudly. We like cooking.
You know how to cook these mushrooms and these things now?
Stuff. And so shall I. With, and he points to where Ophelia is sleeping, with head cauldron. Bigger.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He points to where Ophelia's sleeping, because he saw when we're making the potions that she has an actual cauldron. So he's saying like he's going to cook the mushrooms in her cauldron because it's bigger.
Oh, I got you. Okay, that makes sense. You know, we should probably get 2 of these things. I mean, now is probably not the time to find one, but maybe we have one for potions, one for food. That way we don't, like get big while we're eating stew or something like weird like that.
As you say that, he's going to proudly get his own little alchemy set to the side just to show it to you, and he's going to like tap it on the side. So we got that part covered. It's just that Ophelia just makes the potions in her cauldrons for some reason. We're just gonna give an extra purpose. Or get a new cauldron.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's not really a crafter, so this is all kind of new to her. So she's just kind of looking at it like, oh, okay, I understand. Cool.
Huh.
What do you got in there? Show me.
He's just going to start pulling out all the random files, tools, blankets, ingredients, component pouches, everything he has in his pack. And it's essentially just like a little kid in show and tell. He's showing you very proudly his new alchemy jug that he made. And then his old, like, his calligrapher tools, all the vials of ink, his herbalism kit, which is empty, some makeshift tools that he's probably going to start working on to make them proper cooked utensils, a set of lockpicks that he found on an adventure, his tinker tools. He's just showing you everything in his pack. Like, you got him rolling, he's not gonna stop. And they're all mismatching, by the way. Like, none of these tools are like from the same set. Like, lockpicks, one of them looks new, but the other three looks rusted as hell. One of them has stains. The vials all have like stains, like they have been used and washed, but like from different sets. His calligraphy tools, all the little brushes are like clearly from different sets. Still a mismatch, but he's super proud of all his tools.
Vic has a bit of stoicism in her, and she just kind of looks at you and gives you a firm nod, pats you on the head, and says, "Nice collection. I appreciate the dedication to your craft."
Yes, I have no good fighting, but good practice. So good with tourists. Take care of tourists. They take care of you.
Very impressive collection. Something primal about staring into the fire, isn't there?
Like, you want to throw itself into the fire to see what happens, but no. Behave. So after he puts everything away, he's just going to sit and just... If Vic wants to share more, he'll listen, but... He's kind of just waiting it out.
Sitting there eating some rations and drinking some water and just staring into the fire.
Actually, let me verify something real quick. He is going to, since you're eating your ration, he's going to proudly offer you some beer. Or wine.
She's a beer gal.
Beer?
Yeah, that'd be better.
So he's going to get the alchemy jug again, give it a good shake, remove a cork, and this... It just... Nothing for a second, and then just... Beer just starts flowing. And fills a cup that he has in his backpack. Puts the cork back, and offers it to you.
He looks at you, eyes, just kind of amazed, and... That's beer? You just summoned beer?
Not sure flavor, but it says beer on not.
She'll take it in one gulp if she can.
It's a small cup. You can totally get it in one gulp. Good? Bad? Dead?
I mean, for free beer, that's the best free beer I've ever had, I think.
More? I can make 4 gallons of beer.
Oh my
I don't like
god.
to dull my senses.
4 gallons.
I try it because you offer.
You'll be Doug's best friend.
Why did you guys die on the
Depending if
water?
Doug drinks beer, I don't know if he does or not.
You know,
Oh, I can make a joke and also give you oil or vinegar. So yeah, like he's going to at least refill the cup, so she can have like a proper serving.
She refuses. She says she doesn't like to dull her senses out here. She took the first one out of kindness to you, but she doesn't really drink and doesn't want to drink anymore.
Then he'll wash the cup and just offer you fresh water.
That she'll take.
Then he'll pour the jug in, and he'll just sit and kind of like hug the alchemy jug, passing the time.
Hey, you look like you belong down here. Some of these people I don't know about. You know everything down here wants to kill you. We gotta make sure that we stay alive.
Everything wants to kill you upstairs too. Very dangerous. And very cold.
You've never been above ground.
It is night. Sunny. Sometimes dark. People are also weird. And many things try to kill you. But smaller. But sometimes bigger.
It's gonna be a long night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Move back to my little carpet here and stare in the fire.
Who was going to be second watch?
It'll be me again.
Oh, by your lonesome?
Whoever else wants to be.
I know you say not to wake him up, but I'm going to try to wake up Doug.
And I think Ophelia was going to do the second half.
I think she was going to do third and fourth because she's trans.
Yeah,
I mean, she's in a trance. Crazy.
Well, Dr. Freud.
Ophelia. Risa.
And you gotta roll perception check for you two.
Oh, yes. Okay. Perception. Thank God for your 25.
Alright, nothing happens or conspires as you have your watch. Your watch concludes as your next watch may take place with some other people.
I will wake up Nasus. Since he did not specifically
You
instruct
see
it
them
not be
with
woken
the
up.
cover over their face with the horn sticking out.
I'm going to politely tap him on the shoulder. Or where I assume his shoulder will be.
Alright. You prod it.
Kinda like really quick throw my covers off and like grab him.
Blech.
Oh, it's just you, sorry. And I'll let him go.
Definitely taking a few steps back. I am not afraid of Nasus. Your turn to watch.
Kind of blink slowly at him and just nod.
He's just going to get a few blankets from his backpack and just stay underneath the blankets. Nice, warm and cuddly. Kind of rolls up like a little cat.
I'll go over to the fire and make sure there's a nice space between Vic and I, because Vic tends to not know personal boundaries, it seems.
It gets a little handsy in the excitement of battle, but you know, she's a little subdued right now. Think like a D1 athlete. You know, she's like very high five, butt slapping in the huddle and all that kind of fun stuff. But also kind of intense and. He just looks at you and. Did he wake you up?
Yes.
I told him not to. You can go back to sleep. I mean, I don't love your company, but if you'd rather sleep, please.
No, I can pull my weight. I can stay up for a little while.
Well, I mean, I won't say no to the company, that's for sure.
So, anything happened while I was asleep?
I talked to Orc. He's quite an interesting little individual once you can get past his speech pattern. He communicates oddly, but I'm learning.
Good, that's good.
Quite the selling.
What's brought you to the Underdark? What's such a point lately?
Stuff has brought me to what has brought me to the Underdark. That is a loaded question. I work with the Zentarum sometimes.
We all do now.
Guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
My internet went out, so I'm on my phone right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dang.
Damn.
To the party.
I think we're just role playing for now, anyway, so probably not a big concern, I guess. If you're okay with staying on that way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we figured since we were both elves, I'd take the first 4, you had the last 4.
That's fair.
You though, Vic, you're a dark elf. You live here long?
I mean, I grew up here, yes, in Mantol-Derith, or however you say that. It's a little northeast from here. I'm not too familiar with this area that we're particularly in right now.
So you're used to the man-eating mushrooms.
No, back in my day, the mushrooms were used as food. Sometimes, if they had a little purple ring around the outside, they could be used for fun and hallucinogenics, and if they had a black ring around them, they could be used for poison. So, mushrooms have always been important in the Underdark.
You remember a time before everything, too.
I do remember a little bit of a time before everything.
World really went to shit, didn't it?
It sure did. And I feel bad it was my kin that brought it down upon them, too.
I don't think they were the only ones that did.
Yeah, they made the portal open, made it easier for everything to come and invade.
I think it was a perfect storm of shit, to be honest.
Yeah, always. But there's a silver lining to everything.
Silver lining to us living in an apocalyptic world, really?
You look in micro, you need to look at macro.
Hope coming from a drow. That's a new one, I guess.
Well. I hope you take after your human side, not the demonic side.
He kind of looks a little insulted, but doesn't say anything.
Well, it has been enlightening talking to you, but if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and set up for my trance, my sleep.
Oh, right. I'll wake Ophelia and Doug. Go over to Ophelia's tent and kind of scratch the tent flap a little bit with my claw and try to wake her up.
Still wake up. Hold on. Hello? Alright, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay.
It should wake up. And she's already got her makeup on and everything. She's ready to go.
All right. It's your turn. And I'll look down at Doug outside of her tent and kind of gently nudge him with my foot.
What do you want?
I was just wondering if you wanted to take watch with Ophelia for a little while.
If I must. So
I think
kind of sluggishly sit up, kind of sleepy-eyed. Ugh.
right
I
then.
think my internet's back.
I'll scurry off to my little corner of the campsite and dive back under the covers.
Tents can typically fit two.
Yeah, it can. Roll a perception check as well before you go to sleep. Yeah, but maybe they don't want to smell your BO. I don't know.
Yeah, Vic too.
Please tell me Vic has to roll too. Oh god, thank god.
Yeah, Vic will have to roll no matter what.
Vic is saving our butts with her perception.
Vic is MPP. Remember the last fight?
It's wisdom based.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's me and you on watch now, Ophelia.
Well, this is fun. I really don't go camping too often. How about you?
I guess I've always preferred being outdoors, sleeping under the stars. It's obviously a little bit more enjoyable before the world went to shit, but still prefer the feeling of Earth under myself.
Yeah, I like it. It's new.
Oh, this the Underdark, it's all new, foreign.
Yeah, same here. It kind of reminds me of home 'cause it's a little bleak and dark some places, but the fungus is not a big thing out there. We do have dryads though.
I can't say I've ever seen anything like it, but hopefully it's not always as dangerous. So what truly brings you down here?
Well, in my what you say would be our neck of the woods in the Feywild. It's not too much better than the surface. You see, things that happen in y'all world are kind of mirrored in ours in some places, and the Shadowfell's kind of taken over lots of parts of it. So I kind of came out here to get away from all that. My mother's doing just fine fighting it off, I think. But I figured I could do more good in other places. She just wanted me to stay there.
I guess you and me are not so different. I felt the same. It has better served exploring this world and trying to help out where I can.
That's what I was saying. Mom was all, you have royal duties and whatnot. We kind of ran away.
Yeah. Can't say I can understand that much of the noble lifestyle, but I'm sure it has its perks.
Mm. People are a lot more rude when they're nobles. And not all of them are smart. And the ones that are smart are always really smart. It's
Really.
confusing.
I can see it that way. I mostly grew up around farmers and people of what some might consider low birth. Just living a simple lifestyle. Then everything started to go sideways. Increased hostilities and demons encroaching on our lands. It definitely would like to go back to before that time, but it is not the power we mortals really have.
Well, you know, in the Feywild, the reason why I came out here and started adventuring is because I saw some adventurers and stuff like that. They gave me this broom here. They helped out my mother and changed the tides of the war, and now she can kind of hold it off by herself. I'm sure if you guys band together, you guys can do something about the surface.
You know, most of the people from where I'm from retreated to, yeah, I believe it was called the Soaring Citadel, a conclave for dragons and dragonborn. Although the dragonborn are treated more like servants than free folk, but there is safety there.
Mm,
Was not the
I can
life I thought
understand
I was
that.
living, though. So I ventured out on my own. Found myself down here. Hopefully, we can do some good.
Well, I've been having fun with y'all.
Yeah,
That little
he,
Hork over there is a hoot. I like him. I think my mother would like him too.
he does seem very resourceful. Will be good having him around. The
I'm sure
whole
make her.
magic things are not always my strong suit.
Well, I'm kind of a beginning witch, stuff like that, but I think I've learned my craft pretty well.
And how do you plan to, I guess, progress?
You gotta find a coven, is what my mother said. A witch really gets their power from their coven.
Strength in numbers, I guess. Not much different than we're doing now, but I am no witch.
Yeah. Some people think all witches are bad, but we pull on different emotions and whatnot. It depends on what their craft is, to be honest.
Can't say I've ever met a witch before.
My mother's really good with anger. She can take away a lot of people's anger and do plenty of things with it.
Like, if people are around her and they're angry, their anger goes away?
Well, it's more like sometimes she can forcefully take it if their anger's not under control, but sometimes she makes deals with them to take away their anger. Maybe sometimes they're angry at someone else.
No, I see. A trade of
There's real
sorts.
emotion, there's real power behind emotions, apparently.
Hmm, I can't say then have that connection in me, but I trust you. Uh, do you feed off of a certain emotion?
Yeah, but
Not feed, but
yes, I do, but I'll have you guys guess which one it is.
hmm. I mean, you always seem so cheerful, but I don't know if that's a direct correlation.
So, being where you're from, I've seen you. You are stronger than most Dragonborn I've seen. How did you become like that?
Much like VK also worked on farm, toiling the fields, builds strong muscle.
I guess manual labor is good for you.
It's a simple life, but I always found purpose in it. Some people overlook it. There's a important part of the civilization, you know? Without us farmers, what would they eat?
True. Satyrs grow our food out. Satyrs and dryads grow our food in the Feywild.
Mm, we did have some people who are proficient in like druidcraft and good with plants. They picked up a few things here and there. I feel a little bit more connected to nature. But can't say magic was ever a strong suit of mine. Nor that I've had any real connection at all.
I'm sorry to hear that. My mother says magic is a wonderful thing.
Doesn't always stop
But you
someone
can do
from feeling connected.
you can do plenty of other things though. I've seen you breathe that fire. That's magic, right? I mean that poison?
Eh, more like genetics. It's something all Dragonborn can do. It has its uses. I have to say, I've not seen. Don't think I've ever met any of your kind before. A little blinking, stepping around.
Well, I I get that from my father's side, I think. My mother met some. I really don't know him much, and she doesn't talk about him very often. So, but there's plenty of other elves in the Feywild that can do the same, just a little bit different.
It sure looks useful. Hopefully,
Oh
it can
yeah,
keep you out of danger.
oh yeah. When my mother does it, I mean when my mother does it, she can make people bust into flames around her.
Really.
Yeah, I've seen her do it.
That would be
She
very
just pops
interesting to
up
see.
next to somebody and they just explode into flames.
It's be quite a sight to behold.
Yeah, I couldn't quite get it down, but I'm trying.
I'm sure you'll get there someday. Even just in these last few days, I can feel we're all getting stronger and more proficient in our craft.
I agree.
Seeing that as it may, I think it's about time for me to get back to bed. I will grab Isa, have her spend the rest of the time with you.
Okay. You can go ahead and back to bed. I'll wake her up.
Yeah, thank you.
Was she in your tent? Okay, where is she? She's over there.
I
You
think she
see
might
she
be. She's around here somewhere.
I'm in the tent.
yeah, she raps on the front of the tent. Yoo-hoo, Isa. It's the last watch if you're ready to take it with me.
Oh, she's rubbing her eyes and kind of a little grumpy, and she kind of pulls on what looks kind of like a robe a little bit and starts working her way out. But she does make sure to grab her wand that my beautiful friend Hark built for me. How's the night been so far?
What?
How's the
Excuse
night
me?
been? Anything going on?
Nothing too much. To be honest.
She came out with her blanket around her, kind of looking like I hate to say it, one of the little millennials or whatever that have their blankets all the time, wrapped around their shoulders, huddling around the fire, glancing left and right, kind of looking at you, but kind of grumpy. She'll
You
answer if
see,
you talk.
you see, Ophelia's ready for the day, but she's just doing some stitching and stuff like that. She's smiling at you. Oh, what does a pretty girl like you find themselves down here doing? Well, besides looking for your master, did they pass away down here?
That's the thing. I don't really know. We had a big fight. She sent me away, and next thing I know, they were gone. And I'm just trying to find answers, man.
Okay. Well, I could look into some divination type spells, and maybe I could help at some point.
Good to know.
Do you know any divination spells? I see that you're a wizard of some sort.
Ah, not divination, man. I like the fire, and I just kind of use my prestidigitation in thaumaturgy, well, technically thaumaturgy, to make the fire just a little bit bigger and brighter, and maybe just change color a little bit to purple. And it's the elements I like.
That's wonderful. And she really enjoys your use of magic.
She probably has like a little floating blob of purple fire just in front of the fire by like an inch or two, just kind of floating around the edge, kind of like ah, the Mickey Mouse Fantasia or whatever little broom, but it's really just a fire moat just dancing around. Do 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 do. It's what's keeping her awake, focusing on that, looking around from time to time.
I'll make my perception check.
Sorry, she's just grumpy when she's woken up.
Ooh. Ophelia is too focused on just knitting.
I'm looking around though.
As your night concludes upon the final watch, you guys get a nice, splendid long rest as you feel rejuvenated and heard many stories and many tales that night, getting to know your friends closer as you explore the Underdark and find what secrets to be untold. But seeming fit, it seems you really are on a mission, woven into time and space. Seems fit to find the cure of the spores and likely vanquish whatever demon this may be that is causing this mayhem down below. So we'll end the session here on a great ending. You have a long rest. So we'll jump back into the Reigns of Rot next week.